tell mom that you and Rashad have been separated for 4 months because you slept with one of your clients while he was away on a business trip to Ghana? Or did you tell her how you've spent the last 2 years unhappy with your career? Or how she wishes she didn't waste all that time on cosmetology school trying to follow in your footsteps?
So I feel like this is the moment that everybody who watched the season 2 finale was waiting for, as far as Tasha reuniting with Tori. This was a very much needed argument. I know things were said that maybe they shouldn't have been said in the moment. Maybe these people deserve to have their laundry aired out. That's for y'all to decide. But it was something that I felt like Tasha needed to get off of her chest. To take that step forward and being a different Tasha and navigating differently, you have to start by expressing yourself and saying how you feel. I will not allow you to continue to disrespect me. I will not allow you to continue to walk around looking down on everybody else when your life is not perfect. I felt like that was good for Tasha because it allows us to show that she does have emotions. She does feel things when the way that her family talks down to her hurts her. And it was just a great scene. Shout out to Sonia Joyner, aka Juanita, for directing the heck out of that scene. And I guess we will see what happens with that.
You're aware this is a form of ageism, right?
I am aware that you are speaking well above your pay grade. Can I trust you to do this, or shall I let go of 2 people this week?
So Benjamin is settling into his new position. However, Tammy is kind of expecting him to, be on the ball. And she gives him an instruction to fire one of their most prominent employees, somebody who helped build the company. And, Benjamin is not with it. He still has scruples, he still has morals, and his job is threatened and on the line now. So I feel like it was great to see that challenge because with everything in any new position, anything that's going well in your life, there's always going to be a test, a set of challenges. And I feel like this is Benjamin's test. Am I going to do the right thing and fight this for Gloradine, or am I going to save my own butt and just let things be what they are? What's the answer to that? Stay tuned.
I was gonna say thicker, but that's how I like my men.
How long are you in town?
So Daniel gets this invite to this event, this reunion, and he comes back home to find somebody waiting for him on the doorstep. And I feel like this was the pick me up that Daniel needed. He's kind of been in a funk lately, so running into this old friend where we can instantly pick up on the chemistry and history there. Giovanni showing up at this point in time is going to shake and rock Daniel's world. I feel like Daniel didn't know that he needed him there. He didn't know that he just needed somebody from the outside who isn't in tune with all the drama going on. He just needed somebody to take his head away for a little bit. So there's going to be some interesting things between Daniel and Giovanni as we learn a little bit more about their backstory. So stay tuned.
I'm embarrassed to even say this shit. I cheated on Lori.
So we creep back in on Cameron, and he drops a bomb on Benjamin. He has been cheating on his wife. Now, if you all remember from season 2, Cameron's the funny best friend. He's the joker, but he kind of alluded to having other women, but we weren't sure if he was joking or not. Well, it turns out that he was not joking. He's been stepping out on his wife. So in that moment, again, it's always good to see different sides of Benjamin. The non-judgmental Benjamin, the I'm going to be there for you even if I don't agree with your decisions, Benjamin. It's very important to see that, especially with his growth, with his counseling and his therapy. So it was a nice scene that that kind of showcases a little bit of Benjamin's growth and showing that Cameron himself does has flaws. He does not serve a purpose of just being, the funny best friend. He has issues going on in his life as well, which is what the show is about, showcasing people and their real life issues.
I'm not trying to be rude, but what are you doing here? I mean, last time I seen you, you weren't too happy with me.
Okay, so we just see that Tasha comes back to Nico. When directing this episode, I definitely wanted to show the space that's always developed in a deep conversation. So I placed Duran, who plays Tasha, and Sherrod, who plays Nico, at opposite ends of the couch. And I wanted them to fill that space with the emotions of, are they going to let each other back in? It's like you're opening the door and it's just making those creaking sounds. So ultimately they meet in the middle and they have that beautiful kiss. So directing that scene was beautiful. I had a great time. Both actors have amazing chemistry, but it was fun pulling the layers back. Tasha and Nico's moment together is beautiful, and I'm glad that she found someone to confide in. It is a true testament to sometimes you need an outside party to just listen to your problems and validate your feelings rather than going to what you know, like your best friend or your family. So it was great to see that.
I found an assisted living facility. I'm going to check it out after work. If you want, you can come with me.
What? You want to put her in a home? You're a heartless bastard!
How?
Benji's and Patricia's argument was phenomenal to shoot. I definitely loved having the white car in between them and seeing the sparks fly. To see both sides of the story. I feel like in arguments, neither side is very fully realized, but in this scene, you get to see Patricia's standpoint. She tells you that she doesn't have as much money as she used to have, and now she's working, and you see her overwhelmed. Whereas season 1, Benjamin was overwhelmed, and she was picking up all of his sibling slack. So to see the roles reversed was definitely a powerful thing, and to see them go at it, it was beautiful. I love when people argue.
Everything isn't lost. You just got that good news about your blog.
I know. I still can't believe I got asked to speak on a panel about interracial dating. I'm like a real blogger. I'm an influencer. I'm shook.
Why? You're so insightful. I watch your blog all the time.
That moment with Giovanni and Daniel in the kitchen is very special. I decided to make the change of him saying the first line in Spanish. I just wanted to play with conversation and play with words and play with space again. We see that Giovanni has been supportive from a distance, and that's definitely the pick-me-up that Daniel needs. He needed to know that he is supported from an outside source again, and someone new, someone refreshing, recharging his batteries.
But I think things are moving kind of fast. I haven't lived with a man since my husband passed. And this is all kind of sudden.
Juanita and Rufus, I think the relationship is so beautiful because it's just like a mismatch couple. But we see some turbulence because Juanita is grown and her children are grown, and so she doesn't want a fourth child to look after. So we just see how boundaries are tested. Rufus is a little too comfortable and Juanita snaps it back. And I'm glad that they ended it happily though.
Stop by the store. I've got snacks on deck, girl, you can bring more if you want to. I'm not choosy, so you pick the movie that's coming on. I don't care, I want you with your sweatpants, hair tied with no